and welcome to another episode of LiaTalks. First of all, so sorry for not having posted a video in forever. I've been crazy busy. Hopefully I'll be able to update more frequently, although I'm not quite sure. Anyway, today's episode has a few topics. Number one, social media. Over the past couple of months, I've become significantly more active on social media, enough for me to make official announcements about it. As of now, there are 3 different sets of social media accounts, which you might find interesting. All of the links are in the doobly-doo. First off, the official social media accounts for Unshakespearean Productions, which is a fancy way of saying my personal fiction as well as this YouTube channel. Unshakespearean Productions has a Twitter and a Tumblr, both under the name Unshakespearean. There's a Facebook also, which is also Unshakespearean, but I barely use it. If there's popular demand, I will start using it. Whenever I post a new piece of writing or a new video, I will be putting that both on the Unshakespearean Tumblr and the Unshakespearean Twitter and the Facebook if I do decide to do that. Also, when videos are scripted, like with this one, I will be posting the transcript as well. As of now, the Unshakespearean Productions accounts are 100% follow for follow, assuming that the follower is clearly a real person. I'm only saying this because I've gotten some Twitter followers that don't really look like real people, and I don't want them to have the ability to send me messages. But you lovely people can send me send me messages via the Twitter or the Tumblr regarding my writing, my videos, which includes LiaTalks, and I will answer them. You can also email me via my official Unshakespearean Productions email, unshakespearean@gmail.com. Secondly, the What the Fluff accounts. There's a Twitter, which is @WhatTheFluff1, managed by moi, and a Tumblr, which is What the Fluff Project, managed by my dear friend Emma Chu, aka Emma Birdie on fanfiction.net. Link to her page in the doobly-doo, ever grateful. Like with Unshakespearean Productions, anytime there's an update, it'll be on the Twitter and Tumblr, and like Unshakespearean Productions, What the Fluff is 100% follow for follow, assuming real personhood, and like Unshakespearean Productions, we will take questions via Twitter or Tumblr and also via email at whatthefluffproject@gmail.com. What the Fluff does not have a Facebook account, nor will it ever. Sorry. Finally, my personal accounts, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest, which are all under the name Leah the Whovian, no dashes, no spaces. This is where I personally internet, and so if you want to see that, feel free to follow me. Also, anytime there's either an Unshakespearean Productions or What the Fluff update, I will repost on my personal accounts. However, these accounts aren't necessarily follow for follow, regardless of whether you're a real person or not. I might follow you, but I also might not. I also will not take any questions regarding my fanfic or LiaTalks on those accounts. If you ask me there, I will kindly redirect you to the official ones. And the same goes for What the Fluff. I will occasionally have a few personal projects, which will be on the Leah the Whovian accounts and not on any of the others. And if you have questions about any of these personal projects or about me as a person, you may ask me via any of the Leah the Whovian accounts, and if I feel comfortable answering them, I will. At the current moment, I do accept anon questions on my Tumblr, so if you don't follow me or whatever, you may ask me them. If things get out of hand there, I'll turn that off and post an official update saying so. As mentioned before, links to everything in the doobly-doo. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. Now on to the next topic, ranting! Yeah! What about, you ask? Well, I'm going to be talking about Gwen Cooper, my favorite fictional character ever, and why people shouldn't be hating her. Yay! By the way, dedicated to my friend Aurora Sanders on fanfiction.net, Aurora_Sanders on Twitter, and wearing out the replay on Tumblr. This is all for you because we love you. Anywho, moving right along. So the first and foremost reason people hate on Gwen is, of course, but John Doe. Okay, hold up a second. Before we go any further, let's make something incredibly clear. Gwen never slept with Jack, not once, at least not if we're going by strict canon. There is no evidence in Torchwood canon or on TARDIS Data Core that they ever slept together. In fact, there's a lovely exchange between Gwen and Martha in Series 2, Episode 6, Reset, that explicitly states that they never slept together. Here's the clip.
So, you know Jack pretty well then?
Oh, we were only together for a few days, but it was pretty intense.
You mean?
Oh, God, no! No, not that sort of intense.
Oh, no, nothing like that.
Why? Are you and him?
No, not at all. We must be the only 2 people on the planet.
Okay, and even if they had slept together, so what? This is Captain Jack Harkness we're talking about. He'll sleep with anyone. Did anyone complain about this little scene from The Stolen Earth?
Indigo's top secret. No one's supposed to know about it.
I met a soldier in a bar. Long story.
When was that?
Strictly professional.
No, of course they they didn't. Why? Because it's Jack freaking Harkness. He's not monogamous. That word is awful. He's not monogamous. Never has been, never will be. And if you all think for a second that Ianto's an exception to that, well, stop flattering yourselves or him, because that's not how Jack Harkness works. He screws, he occasionally loves, he keeps screwing, he loses, and then he moves on. That's what happened with John Hart, and that's what happened with Estelle, and if this scene from the end of time...
So, Alonzo, going my way?
How do you know my name?
I'm kind of psychic.
Really? Not what I'm thinking right now?
Oh, yeah.
Is anything to go by, regardless of the fact that it was a crappy episode. See episode of LiaTalks 5 or something? My sequences rating, rather. Crappy episode. Regardless of the fact that it was a crappy episode, it happened with Ianto too. So no, Gwen really didn't do much as far as the getting in the way of Ianto thing goes. Besides, Gwen is married. Which brings us to point number 2. But Owen! Okay, fine. Gwen cheated on Rhys. That wasn't her finest hour, admittedly, although I don't like him. If you read any of my fanfiction, you know this. Anyway, that lasted all of, 5 episodes? And yeah, that's the majority of a series, but it certainly wasn't the majority of the show. For the other 35 episodes of Torchwood, exactly 7 times as many, she was completely faithful to Rhys. She married him, had his child, and was willing to kill Jack, regardless of how impossible that was, to protect them both. I don't know about you, but her fling with Owen seems pretty unimportant to in relation to the rest of her love life. Just saying. And then there's the final reason that people hate her, and that's that they hate her as a person. Okay, this is something I just really don't get. What is there to hate about her? To me, I see Gwen as a really great combination of all the best features of the best Doctor Who companions. She's got Martha's intellect and intuition, Donna's fiery temper, and impressive ability to not take others' shiznit. IANTOS. I came up with that myself. Ain't I clever? Amy's sense of adventure, Rory's loyalty, River's sass, Clara's leadership skills, and most importantly, Rose's kindness. When I met Rose, I honestly thought she was the kindest character I'd ever seen. Gwen comes pretty close to matching that, if not topping it entirely. She cares about everyone she meets and treats them with care, and like Rose, she demands that everyone else meet her standards of compassion. Okay, sure, Gwen has her moments, like I said, she's got Donna's temper, but she has her reasons to get angry when she does, namely that she thinks what's going on is wrong. Allergies, sorry. To me, Gwen is just an incredible human being, and we all should try to be more like her. Well, I've certainly gone on a nice long spiel. Next videos should be up soon, including Ellie and Leah read fanfic. Make sure to like and subscribe here, follow and favorite on fanfiction.net. And Wattpad, I'm finally going to start working on From Jenna with Love again. I'm looking for a beta. Email me if you want a beta, link in the description. So yeah, that's going to happen. I'm also working on another little original piece called The List. All of that will be on my Wattpad. And follow the social media accounts. Oh yeah, Wattpad's Unshakespearean. Link to that in the doobly-doo. Follow all the social media accounts. Like I said, links to everything in the doobly-doo. Oh, and one more thing. If you like my Torchwood Teenager AU bad boy, make sure to review because I will update until I get 6 more. And I am perfectly comfortable leaving you on a ridiculous cliffhanger. Because I'm a sadist. Yeah. And as always, love and ducks to the lone shippers, hugs to supporters, thanks to Eleanor, Noe, Hanul, and Kizzy, shoutouts to my chosen sisters, and cookies for all! Bye, guys!